Okay, guys, today we're going over Friendship with Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson. It is a hilarious ass movie, I'm not gonna lie. It is really good. I would say, though, it's not written by Tim Robinson, it's written by Andrew DeYoung. He wrote Pen 15, if you've ever seen that show, or wrote for that show. I really like that show, and it's really funny too. But anyway, it's on Hulu. But this is about friendship. Anyway, if you really like Tim Robinson's comedy, though, if you like I Think You Should Leave on Netflix, I think you will definitely like this movie. It is very much in the vein of that kind of comedy style. It's hilarious, even if it's not your cup of tea, his comedy. It's still very funny, very awkward humor. Hilarious things ensue. Characters behave in ways that you don't really expect, but it's funny. The overall story, it's definitely an A24 film. With what they're trying to say, if you can catch what they're trying to say within the hilarity, and it's very good. I would say it is very good. Check it out in theaters if you can. If not, this would be what I would put on like streaming service or something like that. But it's still a very fun time at the movie theaters if you guys go. Anyway, let's get to the rating. Okay, story, plot, and premise. It's good. It's all right, I guess. I don't think they execute everything they wanted to execute, like with the themes of what it's trying to say. I don't think it executed it perfectly. I think people will leave confused. Maybe that's the point. I'm not sure. But the story, plot, and premise, I'm gonna give it half a point because it's good on what it's trying to say, especially between the dynamics between men, a little bit between the dynamics between married couples or men and women and relationships and stuff. A little bit. Like I said, it's not 100% all there. It's a little scattered, and again, because of the timing for the comedy and all the stuff that they do for comedy, I feel like it undercuts a lot of what the story is trying to say, kinda, or at least what most people will derive from it. I believe so. That's why I'm giving it half a point. Sound design and score, yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed hearing "Wait and Bleed" a couple times in this. You know what I mean? If you're a Slipknot fan, you're gonna love this film. I'm not gonna lie. I like the score. I like a lot of the bands that they showed. Even Paul Rudd's band. But yeah, it's good. I'll give it a point. Cinematography, it was all right. It was good. There's not a lot of shots that I'd be like, oh man, this is gonna live in my head for a long time. There's a lot of comedic moments that I'm like, oh, that's funny, and I might remember that, like stuff like that. But I don't know, cinematography wise, they don't really spend a lot of time in a lot of places that are like breathtaking. There's no vistas that are really that grand. There is a moment where both of them are standing on top of a roof and you can kind of see the city a little bit, and that was cool. But yeah, I'm gonna ding them on cinematography, so I'm not giving them a point for that. The acting and the cast, they're funny. You know what I mean? Everybody hits. You know what I mean? Everybody hits from the top down. You guys might not know, Kate Mara is in this. She's also hilarious in this, but also the son. There's a son character of Tim Robinson's character, and he's played by the kid who was in Shazam, the one who was disabled. And just like in Shazam, the comedic timing, everything the kid does here, I feel like he's a rising star. That kid's gonna be definitely a comedic star if comedies still exist by the time he gets older. But he's really good in this, and I really enjoyed his character in this. But all around, the cast is hilarious. Paul Rudd delivers, Tim Robinson delivers, Kate Mara delivers, everyone. The side characters deliver. Everyone's hitting their hilarious notes in this. So I'm gonna give them a point for the cast, for the acting. Directing, again, I feel like I'm gonna give it half a point for directing because it wasn't as good. Like, I would cut this movie a little bit differently for the themes that I'm trying to portray. I definitely wouldn't cut the hilarious moments because there are several, but then there are moments that I feel like don't hit, at least for me, and there are moments that I feel like I could replace these moments with something that kind of more fits with the theme of what the movie is trying to say, at least what I believe it's trying to say. We will see what Andrew DeYoung means. You know what I mean? I'll research interviews and stuff like that, and I might give a more in-depth view because I don't think a lot of people are gonna understand what friendship is trying to say. So that might be a cool video to do later on my YouTube. Anyway, So, half a point for story and plot, so that's half. Sound design and score, I gave a full point, so that's 1.5. Cinematography, I did not give a point, so that's still 1.5. Acting in the cast, I gave a point, so that's 2.5. And directing, I gave half a point, so that's 3, right? 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5, guys. Check it out. Friendship, again, when it comes to streaming, check it out as well. It'll be a hilarious time no matter when you check it out. But if you go to the theaters, you will have a fun time with other people there. I guarantee it. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to get a new video out every time I watch a movie to keep my momentum up. And you guys are encouraging me. Thank you for all the comments that I have gotten. And I appreciate the support, the liking, the follow, the reposting. You guys are doing great. I appreciate you. But yeah, I'm just trying to get one out every time, so that every time you guys come to my page or you see me on the For You page, there's always a new movie that I'm talking about. I will be going over some other comedies that I missed or that I didn't review, but that I love, that have been recent ones, and I'm going to tell you what they are. It's not going to be a surprise. So, Babes, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's on Hulu. I would check it out if I were you. Really good girlfriend comedy. This is like a boyfriend comedy. This is a good girlfriend comedy. But it's still about friendship and stuff like that. And I believe the same themes that this movie tackles, Babes does as well. And it really, I think better, but still very good. And then Babes and One of Them Days, very good comedy. Also, that's more, again, it's still with the friendship because they're two friends. It seems more like they're sisters, but they are friends. And it's more about the vibes of like how they, survive in the current world, especially if you live in America. You know what I'm talking about? The struggles and their way through the struggles in their hilarious, town. It's really fun. One of Them Days was also a really good comedy from recent memory that I really enjoy and remember. So those two, Babes is on Hulu, I believe, and One of Them Days is on Netflix. If you guys want to check them out, I will be reviewing them separately to give you like the actual breakdown of the score that I would give each. But check them out if you can, and I'll see you guys on the next one.